What's up, Facebookers? Jake here from JsporT for a informational video on proper wheel bearing repair. First of all, let's get this out of the way. We're going to talk about the proper terminology of these parts. A lot of people get them mixed up, and when they're talking to you, like, it can get kind of confusing. So this is what they call a knuckle. This is what your strut attaches to, and your wheel bearing goes in. And then your hub. This is a hub goes into. A lot of people get the hub and the knuckle confused between the two and call them different names, okay? So, customer complains of a wheel bearing noise. Now there can be different types of noises. We bring it in and let's say the wheel isn't loose at all. Well, something that people and technicians, shops, people work on usually overlook the fact is that sometimes you need to replace the hub itself. And why do you need to replace the hub? Well, what happens is, as the wheel bearing goes bad, the bearings inside start to seize up. Well, that inertia's got to go somewhere. So basically what happens is the hub starts riding on the race, on the inside of the race of the wheel bearing, and the wheel bearing race actually wears down the hub. You can see this guy. Sometimes we'll see a big ridge right here, and that's where it actually wore down at. So this is a pretty good example. Previous shop, local shop here, actually did a wheel bearing for this gentleman. Did not measure the hub, just put a new wheel bearing in it. Of course, put a new wheel bearing in it, put a hub. They still have noises. They told him it could be a transmission, could be an axle, could be your tires, yada, yada, yada. But it simply just needed a hub. The unfortunate part is when you take this back apart, usually these wheel bearings can't come apart. But this hub was so bad that the wheel bearing just pressed right off. Now, we didn't reuse the wheel bearing. We didn't want to jeopardize, but we did replace the hub, the wheel bearing. This isn't actually a knuckle off of it. This guy right here. So we just got it replaced. It's got a brand new hub, brand new wheel bearing in it. Make sure you get good quality parts. That's the proper job. Now there are times where you don't need this hub, and sometimes these hubs can be like $150 to $300 for a hub. Sometimes you don't need it, but you should always have it on hand when you're doing the wheel bearing. That way there's no question. If you need it, it's there for you. Anyways, Jake at JsporT. See you later.